Councilman Tate is a recurring character in the Power universe that we've come to know very well. So what can we expect from him this season? Are we going to explore deeper into his character and his motivations?
Yeah, absolutely. You said something as a key. Motivation and going deeper. You know, we have to. That's why I signed up. They said, hey, you want to go a little deeper? I'll say, yeah, let's do it. So yes, Rashad, Councilman Tate is a person who is incredibly motivated, who has agendas and do what he feels is necessary to accomplish his goals. And so we will get a chance to see that in season 2 of Ghost. I'm excited about it because, you know, it really adds a different layer to the show itself. You know, it's such great writing and great storytelling, but to be able to continue to weave, you know, the character that I've been playing for, you know, several seasons now into the Ghost world is really nice. And, you know, it's genius how the writers and the creators of the show really put it all together. And it's a joy to go to work and have fun.
This character is a duplicitous man, and he represents a certain part of politics, the one which participates in corruption. And I imagine that taking on a role this complex must be kind of like an adventure. Was it like this for you?
Absolutely. It certainly is a venture because, as you mentioned, you know, the politics is it can be a dirty game. It really can be. And either you're going to eat or be eaten. It's one of those things. And as for Rashad, trying to navigate up the ranks and finding these hurdles and these roadblocks, trying to keep a smile on his face, trying to show people that he really is supposed to be in government and politics. And in his mind, he's supposed to be in a place and have a stage to be able to share all his greatness with the world and to motivate and lead people the way. But it doesn't always work that way because he has other people who are just as ready and equipped to have that same platform and have that same position. And so he's doing all that he has to do. And for me, it really is adventurous because I don't get a chance to play characters like this often. And, you know, to be able to have that dual side, you know, 1 minute, you know, he's high-fiving everybody, he's hugging everybody, he's kissing everybody on the cheek and he's having his thumbs up. And then the next minute, you know, he just turns cold. He's just, you know, something else. And I like that because, you know, the character isn't monolithic. He's, you know, he has layers to him. And as actors, you want to be able to have characters that are 3-dimensional. You don't want to just, you know, paint, you know, by the numbers. And so this is always exciting. And I feel like wherever you place Rashad, I think he's gonna find a way to shine.
Also, based on your personal experience, do you think that playing the role of a politician can also help you understand certain dynamics of politics that happen in real life?
Yeah, like I said, politics, you know, is as good as they can be. There are a lot of biases in politics, you know, and I think as much as it is for politics is for it's supposed to be in a democracy for the people, the good of the people. I often find that with politicians, it's usually, or sometimes it's for the good and the greater good of the individual as opposed to the group. And so I've gotten a chance to see that and learn that a lot. And so much that I don't think I would want to be a politician in real life. It's always just nice to play a politician.
In the last few years, we've seen Black people and Black stories claiming their space in the storytelling and in the media. How do you see the opportunities that they get in Hollywood?
Well, I think it's important when we are seeing the diverse stories being told. It's necessary because historically Hollywood has had people who don't come from certain communities telling those stories. So when we specifically talk about the Black experience, it makes sense for Black folk to actually tell the stories, for us to write the stories, for us to tell the stories, for us to direct, to see from our prism, because, you know, it's interpretation, you know? So I think the inclusion and the fact that we are now more involved in how we are seen and how we are, you know, perceived. And depending on who's telling the story, it can be skewed one way or the other. And so it's really nice to be able to have like the Courtney Kemps of the world tell a story that on the surface seems like, okay, it's about a drug dealer. No, but it's really about a family man. That's really the truth. It's now with this is about a young man who's trying to find his place in the world. And he is dealing with all these circumstances. The Tariq character is overwhelmed with so many circumstances. How does he navigate through it and use the tools that he's learned and overcome some of the hurdles that he's facing? But when you have people who may look and experience the things that we experience telling a story, there's more authenticity there. And I think that's what we have always wanted, just authenticity, to tell our stories in the most authentic way that we possibly can.